All right, guys, a little change of venue here for you today. I'm at home with my little Sadie-bug.
Hi.
She is gonna help me out with today's video. So she's kind of maybe wanting to be a mechanic one day. What do you think? Yeah? You like helping Dad?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I remember that time that I helped you fix a, window.
In Ruby?
Yeah.
That's right. I couldn't have done it without you. So for those of you that have been following along on my little adventure here recently, you know that I've changed the gears out in the 91 Vert. Now, I was gonna do a video for you guys, but it was just gonna be, I think, a little bit too oily and difficult. I mean, gears are heavy and you're messing around with shims. Not to mention the fact that gears are probably something that, I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably say they're about an 8 out of 10 in order to do a proper gear swap over and do it right. Pattern them, make sure they're meshing correctly, set your pinion depths, and it gets a little technical. So I didn't figure that video would probably be all that enjoyable for folks. But the one thing that I left out is the speedometer gear swap over. So I was gonna bring Sadie along to give me a hand with this today. One, to show you how good a mechanic she is, and two, to show you just how easy it is to swap your speedometer gear over. Now, I'm gonna show you the speedometer gear and everything so you got an idea of what I'm talking about. But this is something that you need to swap over. I mean, right now I've still got the speedometer gear for the 273s, and I'm probably like 35 miles an hour out of whack. It's very, very drastic. I'll get you over on the bench here. I'm gonna show you the 273s that came out of the car. We'll inspect those, show you the speedometer gear, and then we'll get underneath the car and swap this over. Here's a car that hasn't been on the channel in a while, the 92 Coupe. I'm actually just getting ready to break this old girl out from her winter snooze. Got the battery tender on it, going through checking a few things. It's actually one of the other reasons why I brought the jack home. One is to get this thing up in the air so we can do today's job, but I've also got to get this car off the casters. I put all 4 wheels on a caster set and push it over against the wall for the winter months, give me a little more garage space. But back to today's topic. And now don't mind the mess here. This is actually where I record the podcast with the Infamous project. So that's what all this gear is in the background. But here is the 273s that came out of the 91 Vert. Give you a quick look at the pinion here. Pretty neat. You can kind of see where the OEM mesh was on this pinion. It's in very, very good shape. The backlash was still really good in these gears. So other than wanting to go to a different gear set, there was no reason to really change them. Here's the ring gear. I don't know if anyone would want a set of 273s out there. Maybe these days with the gas prices. That's a topic in itself. But anyway, and then I got the tag off the diff. I kept that. I'm gonna shine it up and maybe turn it into a keychain. But here is the magic little plastic gear that's gonna make, well, my driving experience in the 91 Vert that much better. So what I've done is I've gone on to LMR's website. They've got a great little deal on there for actually figuring out what toothed speedo gear you need to correct, one, for different tires and wheels, okay, because that'll put you out by a handful of miles an hour, and two, in my case, the really drastic one, which is going from 273s to 355s. First and foremost, you need to figure out if you've got a 6-tooth, a 7-tooth, or an 8-tooth worm gear on the output shaft of your transmission, and they help you do that on their website. They're really good about saying, these cars with these options had this tooth. You go on, you do all the drop boxes, tell them what you got for wheels and tires and gear set, and they tell you what you need. Now this is a 22.3, which I think they just call a 23-tooth gear. I'm gonna get the car up in the air now, guys. I'll show you where this speedometer plugs into the T5, how to take it out, and how to change it over to this guy and correct for an incorrect speedometer.
Let's keep this thing up a notch.
Stop! Here we go! Stop! Here we go! Here we go!
Okay guys, so we're into the car here, and this is
the speedometer cable, okay, and where it bolts into your T5. So what we're gonna do here, well, Sadie's gonna do it for me, but we're gonna back this 7/16 bolt out, which will ultimately allow us to slide the speedometer cable out of there. So, okay, buddy, you can get in there and get that guy loosened out. There you go. You might want to flip your hand around. Oh, you getting her? Oh, no, don't tighten it again. There you go. Now take it off. Yep. Put her back on there again. So now what we got to do, take this flat blade and we got to pry this little clip out of here. Okay, clips out. And then we just pop this guy off. There we go. So there's our yellow gear. Now, okay, bud, we need that white gear. It's over on the bench. Do you want to run up and grab it?
Sure. Here.
Perfect. Okay, come on under. You can see what's going on here.
Okay.
Okay, guys, so now we're just gonna simply slide this guy on here. Reinstall our clip. And just like that, we got a new Speedo gear. And simply reinstall the same way.
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay guys, so I'm set to about as close to 60 as I can get it on cruise control. And I'm reading 59 on GPS, 58, 59. It kind of bounces around a little bit. I don't know how accurate this app is, but just to give you an idea of how bang on we actually are. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. So Sadiebug, thank you so much for helping me out. Now, just real quickly, I wanted to tell everybody, so this yellow Speedo gear that I took out, this is an 18 tooth, and I went to a 23 to correct for the gears, 273 to 355, and the 16-inch ponies to the 17-inch ponies, and a 275/40 tire. So that got me, like, I'm gonna go bang on, but at least within 1 mile an hour. Tight enough that you're not gonna screw this up and get a speeding ticket. So, anyways, sounds like my little mechanic helper's getting tired here. Anything you want to tell anyone out there?
Subscribe and comment down below.
Oh, well, there you go. Truer words have never been spoken. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you tagging along, and I look forward to chatting with you in the comments. Take care. Bye for now.